Raymond and Duraku.
Raymond and Duraku.
DJ Copernicus.
DJ Copernicus thinker.
Copernicus!
Indeed. All righty.
And beat.
Well, wasn't that? Okay. All
And
right.
so it begins.
So it begins. All right. Who's first to plug? No. Hell. All right. Here we go. Let us start out with the big news that most people have probably heard already, but if not, it's going to be big news. Scientist Mel has arrived in Virginia. She is headed to Wallops Island as she was selected to attend the NASA social of a nice rocket launch to resupply the International Space Station. And this is an honor. A load of people apply, and anyone who's big on social media, get over there and apply. Next time there's a listing of all the events, there's one you can get to. Do it. It's definitely a memorable thing. Anyway, I believe Mel has arrived in Virginia, and tomorrow is day one of the actual event, the NASA social event. She's going to be doing some live streaming. So for anyone who does not already subscribe to Scientist Mel, I would recommend you do so. And you'll find a link in the description for this video to help you do exactly that. And so she'll be live streaming when she can. And basically everything they take you to, there's no, you can't share that, you can't transmit that. She'll be doing live streams throughout the day. I know she's doing one definitely somewhere around lunchtime Eastern, for real time. And
real time is central. We all know that.
Okay, you're booted. So and the actual launch is scheduled for, I believe, sometime around 5 in the morning on Sunday, and I believe she'll be live streaming that as well. If not, she'll be recording it and uploading it immediately after. But this is a great honor. I suggest everybody subscribe. Keep an eye on her channel tomorrow. Follow her on Twitter for updates, things of that sort. And Twitter and YouTube, that should get you notifications as to just about everything she's doing down there. And take it from me, I can personally attest to the fact that she will be distributing some interesting and valuable information from her adventure. So, congrats to Scientist Mel. And yay, woohoo!
So Mel is going to be officially chilling with live streams, huh?
Absolutely. And it's
I 100% support her in this endeavor.
Yeah.
Indeed. And it's seeing a rocket launch. All right, Squirrel, not from the command not from the command seat, but seeing it from on the ground is I know she's gonna have a great time, and I know she's gonna bring back a lot of valuable information. So keep an eye on that channel, and congrats, Mel. And that may very well be the last rational thing we see tonight with the videos we have lined up. There were some questions in the chat earlier. Your Curveless Earth edition. What the hell's that? That's a channel name. That's a channel name from which comes Final Warning, Answers in Genesis, and Creation Ministries International (open paren) Flat Earth (close paren) by Your Curveless Earth. This was suggested by Palladia, and far be it from me to ignore suggestions. Actually, we've got a tremendous list of suggested videos we're going to be plowing through over the decades. But this one was brought to us by Paul, and let us see.
Thanks, Paul.
What it is we see. Where the hell is it? Well, you may be in luck. Maybe I didn't even copy it over here. It might not be here. Ah, crap! There it is. There's the link. God damn it. All right. I'm assuming everybody remembers procedural. I see everybody nicely signed into the buzzer. That's great. And I see everyone testing the buzzer. Thank you. The buzzer is functioning.
Hey, gotta make sure it works.
All right. All right. Would anyone else care to test it? Okay, Cap. Great. And Cap, great. Yep, buzzers. Everyone's buzzing. We're good. Okay. Apparently,
Okay, we've tested the buzzer.
we have
And
determined
we
that
are
the buzzer
thoroughly buzzed.
is in fact functional. And actually, we have a little mug of truth issue here. I'll rectify that while we start the
Now,
stupid.
that's a thing we cannot have, Si.
No.
I have a 2 liter of truth here.
Oh my.
I have a can of truth.
Well, it's a 2 liter of Dr. Pepper,
All right. That sounds like
I on
and that's
the
pop. For
Yeah,
those
they
who
cut-
don't know.
I on the other hand,
So,
have 2 large cans of truth
I see.
that are approximately equivalent to, between the two of them, they're approximately equivalent to 1 mug of truth.
Okay. Alrighty. On that note, nobody's gonna delay at all. Nothing.
Unless you want to tell us what you're drinking this week, Si.
I'm already primed for stupid.
All
I
right.
was, yeah.
If everyone's prepared, here we go, and we'll see what this is all about. We'll know whether to thank Paul or. Odds are it's going to be good. Let's see what it is. Here we go.
Hey guys, my name is Nathan Roberts.
Hi,
And
Nathan.
I'm the author of The Doctrine of the Shape of the Earth, a comprehensive biblical perspective where
Okay.
I dig into over 200 scriptures which reveal the Earth as being stationary, flat, and
Drink.
going over our head just as
Oh,
God has prescribed
all right.
in His creation.
I know there's a pause button here somewhere. Cap, before you're booted, go right ahead.
Yeah. He is referencing the Bible for factual information.
all right.
Just, yeah. Do I need to say any more?
All right. I'll go with just plain, not even.
Yeah.
Just plain, I think, is good enough.
Just
for that.
plain.
Very good. Jared, you would like to add something at this point?
I would like to point out, and this is for Cap, the website below his name has flat Earth in it. You expect something of intelligence to come out of his mouth?
No.
I
It has doctrine in it, so
My-
you think that might be a clue that he thinks the Bible has factual information?
Maybe.
I know I shouldn't expect so much of them, but I want to see one flat earther actually present some evidence. I know it's too much to ask. I know that's a lot to ask. And I know I
that's
get
a funny
disappointed
one.
every time. But
All
I
right.
want to see it. I really do.
Yes, and it would be nice to be able to flap my arms and fly to the moon too. All right. Oh, Tornado, what do you got? my friend?
Honestly, Si,
The Bible never says the earth is flat in motion.
Okay.
Actually, it does.
It
All right.
does.
Actually, it does.
It
In several
does.
verses.
All right. Squirrel seems to have buzzed. What have you, my friend?
right, Si. The
Yes.
chances of you flapping your arms and flying to the moon is much higher than that in anything his book has to say, having any kind of bearing on what we think of as reality.
Yeah.
I would tend to agree. And Cap, are you still here? Okay, Cap, go ahead.
Yeah, I have one comment to read from Edgy Emo Atheist. LOL. Evidence in flat Earth is an oxymoron.
Agreed.
Yeah.
Emphasis. I will put emphasis on moron.
All right. Let's continue with the stupid. Here we go.
And it's what all scientific proofs prove. So all science, all knowledge in the science realm.
Up,
Frank,
squirrel. Proceed.
yes. One more thing here, real quick. What he's doing here is not actually giving it. He's not going to give us any information whatsoever. Prediction made.
Okay.
He is instead here strictly for the purposes of showing his book.
You think? All right.
Strictly for purpose. Anything if he brings something up, he will make a reference to the book. No less frequently than one every fourth object. He
Okay.
thinks he said.
All right. That's an interesting prediction. We'll have to keep an eye on that to see if that's the case.
No more often.
And Cap, you had
No less often.
Yeah.
You had
No
buzzed
less.
I
Not,
have
no
a-
more. Not
I
less.
actually, I'm actually surprised Squirrel didn't take this one. I thought when he buzzed in, he was going to take my green call.
Okay, what do you got?
But the guy said science points to his position.
Uh-huh.
That's not even wrong.
Oh, all right. Yeah, I'm good with that. And look, this
I
is
figured you were going to go for it, so I let you have it.
Oh, okay.
no,
when you buzz, I'm like, oh, damn it, Squirrel.
I can't take all the good ones, man.
Okay. All right. Well, thank you for leaving me that one because you were passed around the buzzer.
all right. And Jared's got Jared has something to add. Please, Jared, go ahead.
I would put this as a not even wrong. Science is not in the business of proofs. It is actually in the business of disproving ideas.
Ah,
Very good.
that is an
Yeah.
excellent point.
So that's a fourth drink call. Wow.
And wait,
Okay,
is that a
Mr.
separate
Unite,
one? All right. That is a separate
you're
one.
up.
You're right. Okay, let's see. Next, that was Jared. Tornado, you have something to add, my friend.
I was flat out going to say, dude, science actually points exactly to the opposite of the Earth being flat. In fact, it points to the Earth being round and moving. Exactly everything that is the antithesis of what you're saying.
I would say
I might
so.
be a Christian, but I like science.
Okay. Apparently, Mr. U is still thinking past episodes.
Okay.
And look at the
Also-
screen, everyone.
also-
That's his O face.
Yes, indeed. I was about to
Also-
mention that, but we won't.
All right. Squirrel.
Also, tornado. No drugs, you're home.
Peter, I see you have buzzed. What have you?
Yeah, two things actually. Squirrel, first of all, the sentence cabroni, I knew you were going to go for it. I take personal issue with that sentence for several reasons. But no, what I wanted to say is, what I like is that he has his name up there and then behind that author, as if that gives him any credibility to talk about anything at all. And I'm pretty sure that he thinks that that's just a shorter version of authority.
Oh, but he doesn't have a PhD like Kent Hovind.
That's true.
Yeah, but that just means push here, dummy. So that doesn't say much.
All right. Let's see. Anybody else? Oh, Cap, did you buzz in again?
Yeah.
Go ahead, sir.
Hosea Hansen said he looks like Steve Shives. Yeah, get that image out of your head now.
Oh, God
It-
damn it.
it-
Why
it-
don't you- Ah.
Edgy
actually
says, we all know that flat earthers don't understand science. I don't think she could be any more accurate than that.
That is pretty damn accurate.
No, just leave it as they don't understand.
That's true. We could shorten it a bit, save time. Speaking of time, let's move on and see what we got. Here we go.
Proves God's word to always be faithful and always to be true. And this is not a message that I really want to deliver.
Great.
We can fix that for you. Next video.
In the video next.
He doesn't. All right. What? Who are we to go against his wishes? He doesn't. All right. There we go.
Wait.
What?
If you don't want to share the stupidity, why are you making the video?
Yeah. I'd say.
Written a book about it.
You know what? That's just dishonesty. That's a goddamn it. That's a drink call. Drink, you dishonest bastard.
Yep.
And RJ, what have you, sir?
Well, I just want to comment on Mr. Unite for the Children, who says he needs a baseball hat and Vaseline on his lips. Good God, did I just say that?
Okay.
Yeah.
On that note, I suggest we hit play, and
Yeah.
we'll banish the bad thoughts. Here we go.
And it
But
won't
as I
banish
was
the
reading,
Batman.
I was doing a study in Matthew, the book of Matthew, about a month ago. And God,
Hethkar, what do you got?
I just wanted to say hi. I'm actually here now.
Cool. Hi, Hethkar.
Okay.
Hi, Hathcar.
Glad you're here.
Yeah. In Heathcar, oddly enough, that's more educational than anything this guy has said so far.
Okay, cool.
Or will possibly in the future.
Yeah.
Jared, go ahead.
Did anyone else have the thought of, is his boyfriend named Matthew?
I'll have some comments on Matthew in a bit. I want to see where he goes with it.
Oh, same here.
All right.
I
Karis, you have buzzed in. What have you?
This isn't necessarily a drink call, but I
Okay.
figured since we're paused already, I'd make this remark. The way he's speaking and pausing so much makes me think he's trying to lengthen the length of his YouTube video.
Maybe so. Or he may have studied under
He
William
couldn't possibly
Shatner.
do that
Or
anyway.
he possibly has a camshaft problem in his brain.
William Shatner School of Acting. It's a
Oh,
possibility.
God damn it, Si, you beat me to it. That's why I buzzed in again.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Matthew says.
But here's the thing: Shatner does it better.
That's true. That is.
No one has mastered the pause better than William Shatner.
Agreed. All right. And more crap. Here we go.
Revealed something to me. It wasn't something that I was looking for. And I've been sitting on it. And just because I needed confirmation that it's something I'm supposed to do.
Karis, shut up and I'll shut up.
Peter, you gotta yell.
Drink.
You gotta yell drink, Peter.
Yeah.
You buzz. But
This
you gotta,
this is a standard tactic. This is just I have a point to make, so let's see how all the Christians do that, and all the Christians will tell you, I didn't want to become a Christian, but everything he has done so far it lines up with that tactic. I didn't want to write a book. I didn't want to make a video. I didn't want to design
want
a
to sit and
t-shirt,
spin.
have it printed, and wear it. And I didn't want to talk to you, but I'm still talking to you. And the way he's talking with the pauses, that's also kind of preachy to me.
I would tend to agree. All right. Let's see. Cap, what do you got?
I forgot what it was. I really did. It's probably even the best because it was a really, really bad joke. So
All right.
This is
I do
going to
remember
be
that.
Okay.
Just
so
sit on
be
it,
a
Cap.
good night.
Just sit on it.
Yeah.
Squirrel's
Oh,
going to.
I remember he's sitting on it. I wonder, does he have a cream for it? That's what I was going to say.
Great. All right.
Yeah.
Tornado,
Yeah.
Tornado, you're up. Make
Hey.
it expeditious because Squirrel buzzed in 4 times and I don't want him to explode.
So you said you've been sitting on it for a while. Did you? Well, I bet you have.
All righty. Now, Squirrel,
He's been sitting on Matthew.
Okay.
what do
Hey,
you got, Squirrel?
all right. Couple of things. The first thing here is I didn't want to write a book. All I'm going to say to that is bullshit.
Okay, I agree.
Everybody, without exception, that knows what a book is wants to write one someday. You're not that good, dude. Okay. Number 2,
Okay.
you've been sitting on it for a while. Does that mean does that mean it's actually part of the apparatus that you need to get to sit up high enough on the to get to your dinner?
All righty.
Intellectually, that's about where you're at, dude.
All right. I believe RJ has something to add.
Oh, I just have to call attention to Crypto 457, who has reminded us regarding all of these sitting on it analogies. Nathan is a submissive top.
Ah. Okay.
So
All
Matthew's a power bottom.
I'll put in my comment on Matthew at this point. Is this the same Gospel of Matthew that thought that stars were little twinkly light things on a big tarp that were going to roll up when the end times come?
Same guy.
Oh,
Okay, just want to make sure.
Well,
you know that the sky and the stars is just another beautiful tapestry that would just look fabulous in our entryway.
Yeah. Hey, RJ, I have a question. When God rolls it up, is that anything like rolling a blunt?
All right. Yeah, I was sure we booted you already. All
This
right.
is God got the heavens from level or blinds, and it was one of those little product placements.
I see. All right. Karis.
They'd be Roman blinds.
Karis, what do you got?
This guy is trying to present himself like some sort of reluctant prophet of God.
Mhm.
I really didn't want to do this.
Yep.
I didn't want
I
to.
didn't want to do it.
Don't make me.
I love God. I didn't make me do it. I didn't make me do it.
Oh, this is going to be a fantastic evening.
Oh yeah, Peter, what have you
Yeah,
at 1 minute and
I
21
found out.
seconds?
I found out why he wrote a book and is sitting on it. He wants to have that camera view that looks up to him, and so that's where the glare of the light also comes in,
Hmm.
and that's the theatrical part of his video. God's light is shining on him, and
From
we need
below?
to look up to him, and that's why he needs the book to sit on, because otherwise the camera would be too high.
I see. So he
Well,
was
and he's
going for the
actually written
halo.
like 3 books, but he can only sit on one because if he sits on all 3 of them, he gets like nosebleeds from the high altitude and he gets giddy.
Gotcha. All right, Jared, what have you?
This is reading out Mr. Unite for the children.
Okay.
Ah, reluctant prophet of God, the most convincing and financially rewarding kind.
Yeah. Oh, Blue is telling us to move on.
Oh, however, keep in mind we have just identified one of the kinds. Okay, moving on.
Ah, yes. A kite.
Finally,
Here-
finally.
we know one of them. All right, here we go.
Talk about. And I'm supposed to talk about it, and I don't want to.
So get the fuck to it.
But before I get to that, I want to read to you something that has
I
been a
gotta read a
prayer of
comment.
mine.
Go ahead, Cap.
Mr. Unite for the children. Friends, Romans, countrymen, I didn't want to start a Kickstarter, but God made me do it. So please go donate so I can drink more beer.
Indeed. All right, here we go.
At least
He sounds
in the
like somebody
last
who's
year
about to spank
or
his
two,
child.
At least in the last year.
I don't want to do this.
And it's in Proverbs, but and this ties into this final warning message to answers in Genesis.
So if the
and
voices in
Creation
his head
Ministries
told him to
International
jump off a bridge.
Yeah.
and their leadership,
I'd encourage him.
Ken Ham and Jonathan Sarfati.
But you wouldn't want to do
Robert
it.
Car-
Oh wait, he started mentioning Ham. What have you guys got? We got to hear that.
I gotta ask a question though, Sai.
Okay.
Is it bad that I want to say good job for calling out AIG for them being wrong, but bad job on calling them out for the wrong thing that they're actually right on?
Wait.
Yeah, I know. It just how far down the food chain do you be when you regard AIG as the pinnacle of intellect that you are attempting to respond to?
It's like I don't like AIG, and I want to go, and I don't mind watching people criticize them, but at least they get this point right.
Yeah.
I mean, it's almost like when we were talking about Ken Ham's debunking of the flat Earth.
You can't.
Well, you're right, but for all the wrong reasons.
Oh yeah, you mean Hovid. That was very confusing
Sorry,
for
that's
us
what I meant.
because we found ourselves just in the title anyway on the same side of the fences. And that was frightening.
You're right. Ken Ham's AIG.
Literally
They've
all of the
all
wrong
done it.
reasons.
All right, let's back this up because he's starting to talk about. Here we go. All right,
Wisdom
we'll start here.
truth.
I backed it up a half a second. Here we go.
and Robert Carter and Danny Faulkner, amongst all the others. So first I'm gonna dig into Proverbs. So Proverbs.
Peter,
Just say a fucking sentence.
Peter, you got to say drink. You have to.
Yeah. Okay. Drink.
Okay, Peter, what do you got?
I'm so afraid that he's going to burst out crying any minute. Anyone else?
Oh, especially with that look right there. He is on the verge.
Yeah.
It's just like straight up
crocodile
guys.
To fall away from the AIG, but they're wrong on this Earth shape.
Now, is it
It's-
that, or is this the Deer Meets Buick look? I'm not entirely sure.
Do not get our hopes up, Si.
All right, Squirrel.
Don't be that kind of tease.
What have you to add, Squirrel?
That is not the that is not the Dear Me Buick look. That is the poor me, give me money.
Excellent point.
Buy my book.
Yeah.
Buy my books repeatedly because I am a broke bastard, and I am being totally sincere. So you could so break out your wallets, people.
You may be right
Squirrel. Just because people promote their books doesn't make them bad. We do have an accomplished author here.
there. That is true.
Couple of them. That's not
Agreed.
the point.
Agreed. And,
Well, only one that matters.
Well,
no.
Ouch.
Oh, all right, Jared. What have you to add to this fun?
Mr. Unite, another Goldie.
Yeah.
He only looks like he's crying because whatever he's sitting on suddenly feels really uncomfortable up in there.
Oh!
All right, RJ. What do you have?
That's what you get.
Well,
as you
I
go-
just decided to use my Bible Gateway on my smartphone here just to put everybody in the right mood. Let me
Okay.
read from you Proverbs 30:7-9 and tell you all about the science in it. 2 things I ask of you, Lord. Do not refuse me before I die. Keep falsehood and lies far from me. Give me neither poverty nor riches, but give me only my daily bread. Otherwise, I may have too much and disown you and say, who is the Lord? Or may I become poor and steal and so dishonor the name of my God? Now, anybody who can manage to get anything relevant to the curvature of the earth from that, please let us know.
I think I can answer that, RJ,
What
but
do
I'll
you
wait
got?
till it's my turn.
Mhm.
Yeah, oddly enough, it is your turn. Go ahead.
Well,
Cap.
okay, actually, I didn't know the order that was in. Okay, well, first off, remember how he said keep deceitful things away from me? See, the globe is a lying and deceitful. That's why they argue it. But I did have a comment to read from Crypto.
Okay.
You know it's a bizarre world where the last Australopithecus, Ken Ham, makes more sense than flatards. And Crypto, I just got a call from the Australopithecus lawyer. They will see you in court on Monday.
Lovely. All right, Peter. What have you?
Oh, yeah. I finally figured it out. Because he started out saying that he was sitting on Matthew, and we need to invite this guy on the Discord server of SciStrike because he obviously missed a quote from Karis that's in there that people might have missed because that was after the show finished last week.
Mhm.
Because what he missed is that according to Karis, God said, "Let there be girls."
Oh my god.
Quiet, you.
All
I
right.
missed that. Wow, I don't remember that.
All right. Maybe it was
This
after.
whole show has turned into dirty jokes.
Unbelievable.
One after another.
Tornado.
Wait. And you're complaining, Tornado?
Yeah.
All right, tornado.
Tornado, let me give you one tiny piece of wisdom. And that's a dirty mind is a joy forever.
And tornado. All right, you're complaining about all the dirty jokes. I'll go really dirty here. A pig fell in the mud.
Okay, and
Moving
No.
RJ.
No,
that's
it's a
actually-
white
let's-
horse fell in the mud.
Let's move on to
Okay.
RJ, shall we? To bring us some wisdom.
Yeah,
Pigs played in the mud.
This I just have to say, Proverbs 30 is just a real rib tickler. Just a little bit down from the passage that he is going to bring up is Proverbs 30:15. The leech has 2 daughters. Give, they cry.
Well, there you go. Flat Earth. I'm convinced. Karis.
Yeah.
Karis, what have you to add?
I accidentally hit the buzzer, sorry.
Okay, that's Karis's edition. Is very good. Thank you.
More intelligent than this guy.
Yeah.
That's true.
Yeah, that was informative. Okay, let us move on.
How does the Franklin quote go? It is better for a fool it is better for a wise man to keep his mouth shut and be thought a fool than for a fool to open his mouth and prove everyone wrong. Or so, I don't
Right.
know how.
Prove everyone right.
Cap, I did no one else see irony in that?
You fudged that so badly, you probably should have followed its advice.
That's
I don't remember
going
the
to be
quote off the top of my
self-bullying here
head.
pretty soon.
All right.
Oh, no,
Okay.
excuse me.
Okay,
Karis.
that one was not accidental. Okay.
Yeah.
So having a fundamentalist background,
Mhm.
I've seen this sort of demeanor before, and it's when one person is wanting to humbly and reluctantly bring the other person into biblical discipline, under biblical discipline. So he's trying to discipline AIG.
I see.
I don't want to do this, but
Of course.
I do not want to know about the biblical discipline. I've read the Bible. There's some weird shit in there.
Oh,
well,
absolutely.
in this case, it's talking about eventually if you don't end up obeying and coming back under the authority and doing what you're supposed to, you could end up being kicked out.
Heck.
And as they put it, in some cases, being your soul is given unto Satan. So that your body is given to Satan, and if your body is then destroyed in order to save your soul, so be it.
Does anyone else find it funny that no one is in heaven? I mean, because everybody's going to hell according to one person's screwed up beliefs or not.
Depending on the divination that you adhere to, there are some who actually believe there is a short list of people who actually.
Yeah.
That is true. And
Whichever,
also,
whichever heaven that Nathan is in, check me into a different one.
yeah,
because you're fucked anyways.
There's another one.
That's true.
Yeah, there's another that I've heard quite frequently, that the opinion is that there are no moribund humans in heaven. There's just angels there, and all the humans, they're just kind of napping till later on. Has anybody else heard this?
I think I've heard that once,
Yeah.
long time ago, and I even brushed it off as crazy when I was a fundy.
All right, so that's yeah, I've heard that one, because sleep until the last days or whatever the hell it was. But anyway, all right, I think Squirrel had something to add, and hopefully we haven't dragged it on too long so that he forgot. Squirrel, what do you got? Oh my God,
Squirrel?
Squirrel's been raptured.
Oh my God, we killed Squirrel.
You bastard! We're a bastard!
Yeah, it's only Squirrel.
Hey now, don't talk about him like he's Cap. Peter, what have you to add?
Squirrel sat on it too hard.
Yes, Peter.
Sorry, I want to not the last one. I want to continue on Karis's comment. I think we should all go to this video and comment on it, that we really need to see him discipline Ken Ham, and if possible, we need to set up a fundraising to make a very good video of seeing him discipline Ken Ham, because I'm in my head I'm seeing him discipline Ken Ham. And I want to have that on video.
Peter, I don't want to know what your FAP material is, but I think we have a clue now.
Yeah.
No, Peter, you will get my therapy bills in the morning. And I want to point out something that David said.
Go ahead.
David Last, this car finally got Squirrel.
Nah, I think not, because he has buzzed in again. But RJ, beat him to it. RJ, you have something to add?
Oh, more Proverbs. Proverbs 30, 18 to 19. There are 3 things that are too amazing for me, 4 that I do not understand. The way of an eagle in the sky, the way of a snake on a rock, the way of a ship on the high seas, and the way of a man with a young woman. So besides the Proverbs dating app problem, that eagles can fly in the air, that snakes will occasionally bask on rocks, and that ships float, apparently are things that are a little bit outside this Proverbs 30 guy.
Indeed.
Yeah. But if it's supposed to be an inspired word of God, does that mean God doesn't understand how a eagle flies, but we actually do? So we're smarter than God?
Oh, gosh, you said it, but I'll put an amen to that.
Literally.
All right. Squirrel, now that you have returned to the living, how can we assist you?
Well, I had forgotten to unmute my microphone just very briefly.
Okay.
Yeah, you're
All right.
booted. If you're going to quote Confucius directly, it is said that a wise man shall keep his mouth closed, lest he thought a fool. A fool will open his mouth and remove all doubt.
All right.
Okay, sorry. My
You mangled it.
Oh my!
I'm sorry.
Don't do that again.
I at least have the gist of it right.
You heard it up.
I had the gist of it right.
Kinda.
No,
Okay.
you actually had it backwards.
He included
And
the
you
pertinent.
you completely mangled the end of it at least.
Let's give him this.
Okay.
He included all of the pertinent words. Is that, did he
Yeah.
not?
They might not have been in the right order.
Yes, there was a question of
No, they were
order.
nowhere near the right order.
There
In
was
fact, he actually missed a word and replaced it with its opposite.
these things happen.
Idioms are
Yeah,
us.
let's get our little Nathan going.
Okay.
All right,
I messed up. I'm sorry.
all right, you're good.
Cap, you need to be
Cap.
accurate. You need to be accurate because no woman ever wants to hear I got the gist of it right.
All right. And on that
Okay.
on that note, we're going to be moving on here. Here we go.
Cap,
Oh,
we
all
know
right.
you're sorry. Now apologize.
Here. Moving on. Here we go.
Chapter 30, verses 7 through 9.
What the hell was that pause?
God damn it, dude.
That one really did sound like he was about to burst into tears.
Really? All right. Cap. Yes.
Request 1.5 speed.
1.5 speed it shall be.
Yeah,
that'll
get
move
him
him
up
up
to
to
almost
normal
normal.
time.
I can't take him.
Here we go.
No, I'm not. I'm actually not having any problems with him.
All right.
The pausing is annoying.
Don't
We
make
haven't-
it hurt you,
We
Tornado.
haven't seen
Yeah.
enough of him for him to get annoying yet.
All right. Karis, what have you?
On the plus side, he probably lasts for a good 2 or 3 hours.
Okay, Crypto.
Curious.
Read Crypto's.
I knew there was a reason I liked you, Karis.
Okay.
Somebody read out Crypto's
If your
comment.
proverbs last more than 4 hours,
It's-
See a physician.
Go celebrate.
Has everyone seen Crypto's comment? Oh, that's the squeal like a pig face. Where's
that's
okay?
after he read the Song of Solomon.
Somebody paste Ned Beatty in there. All right, here we go.
2 things have I required of thee. Deny me them not before I die. Remove far from me vanity and lies. Give me neither poverty nor riches. Feed
Drink.
me with food convenient for
All
me,
right.
lest I be
And,
full, and deny thee.
Jared, you're up, sir.
That would be a very depressing 3 hours. Look at the dude.
Oh, woman after my own heart. Gotta love it. But no, okay. Seriously, you're quoting the Proverbs and seek thee not riches. You're selling your fucking book.
Yeah.
1. 2. Seek thee not vanity. Oh, let me do the humble brag, and I really don't want to do this, but you're wrong, motherfucker.
Okay.
I really don't like disingenuous people. If he was within striking distance, as soon as this bottle is empty in about 5 seconds, it would be hucked at his head.
I see. All
Not to
right.
mention that's probably original art on his wall behind him.
Could very well be.
He has a nicely trimmed beard, though.
Ah. And,
Yeah, which we
Cap,
know isn't allowed.
Cap, you have
Personal
something to add?
grooming apparently
I
is
do
very
have
good.
one
Now he can
counter
only
to
groom
add.
what was inside his head.
I have one counter that you need to adjust, and that's the
Yes.
logical fallacy counter for a double standard.
All right.
I would call it hypocrisy, not even a double standard, just outright hypocrisy. Let me quote this thing about being humble while I'm selling a book and doing exactly what I shouldn't
Well,
be doing.
he took the
Ouch.
Hippocratic Oath.
I'm not going to go further on that one because I have such a poor view of organized religion.
All right.
I am going to fetch me a snack while I'm waiting
Everybody,
for the stupid to commence.
everybody got that?
Rayward has it right. No, he's in his mom's guest room because she cleaned out his room 15 years earlier.
All right. Let us move on. Here we go.
And say, Who is the Lord? Or lest I be poor, and steal and take the name of my God in vain.
Ooh, production value. Did y'all see that?
Ooh, fancy edit.
I was getting a little vertigo there.
Wait, hang on. This isn't a drink. This is just pointing out.
Okay.
So he really didn't want to do this, but do you see all the production value this dumb fuck put in? into it.
I'm sure it was.
Yeah, you really didn't want to do it.
I'm sure it was accidental. All right, here we go.
That's been a prayer of mine for the past year. And I'm going to show you how it ties into this final warning message for Answers in Genesis and Creation Ministries International in their leadership. So I was reading through Matthew, and the Lord made it very clear to me why Answers in Genesis and their leadership, as well as Creation Ministries International and their leadership, are blind to the true account of cosmology as laid out in the Holy Bible.
Drink.
So I was reading through
Karis, what have you to add?
He is trying to be humble, while at the same time presenting himself as the Lord's prophet, literally, the Lord revealed to him, the Lord's prophet of cosmology.
So it would seem. Now, what do you think? More just plain wrong or not even wrong?
This one here is not even wrong. He doesn't have enough brain cells to conceive the idea of cosmology, let alone be able to explain to us how his shirt could ever be correct.
Well, he's also giving a final warning to AIG and acting as though he's bringing them under the Lord's discipline for some sort of fundamental misunderstanding of cosmology, thus saith the Lord.
And correct me if I'm wrong. Is the verbiage in the Bible not "judge not, lest ye be judged"?
Something like that.
So, buddy, what the?
It's not universal
in your
application.
Closet that we should bring out.
It's not universal application. Here's why. What he will readily say, this guy, is that he is not the one doing the judging. It's the Lord that has done the judging, and he's the one delivering this message of judgment unless these people repent of their ways.
Oh, so he's a false
he's
prophet.
He's going to do some smiting.
So does that mean we can contact the Pharisees and have them strung up with the other 37 supposed freaking messiahs that were around?
It has to be false for him to be a false prophet, and he believes himself to be a true prophet.
Yeah, but so did those other 36 that were strung up next to Jesus.
Well, now, if you're going to start getting pesky on us.
I know. I have this whole thing about sticking with details and historical facts and accuracy. I know. It's
the prophet of the laundry room is about to speak.
All right.
I did have commentary.
I'm not sure what kind of drink call that would be. But,
I'm good with his not even wrong suggestion. Squirrel suggested.
Yeah, sounds good.
All right, and Tornado seems to have something to add, sir. What have you?
I was going to say something along the lines of, dude, if you're trying to... I was going to say, I really didn't want to start debunking these buttholes. But then when they spoke ill of Neil Armstrong, I flat out said, you know what? No, I can't let this act go unabated.
That works.
So, plus, they were being dangerous to society anyway.
Okay. And I see Cap. What have you?
Yeah, something Truth of the Matter said. There's only one former prophet in this video, and prophet is spelled Profit.
Indeed. That's accurate. All right, RJ. RJ, what do you got?
So
I have to be impressed with convenience comment. Can I just point out that the Bible says part on his shirt is in Times New Roman, and that the flat Earth part is written in the same font used in Blizzard's game Diablo?
Wait. Does that mean he's a shill and he's a part of the deception and he shouldn't be trusted?
Yeah,
I can support that.
And we all know Diablo means devil, so he's actually, wearing the shirt that has reference to the game Diablo means he actually is referencing the devil. Therefore, he worships the devil, and therefore is satanic.
Oh, wait, no, wait.
Now, does he weigh as much as a duck?
Wait.
Yeah.
Maybe he's one of the heads of the beast.
Oh, that's a possibility.
Maybe
Revelations
is true.
We don't see much of his hands during this, but you know what we should do? We should keep a lookout for, You know how every hand gesture ever seen in
Side,
the video?
side, too much information. Too much.
Wait till I get
That's
to the
it.
end.
Sorry.
If he
I'm
ever
gonna
does
call
show
it.
his hands, let's see how many times he makes a Masonic, demonic, satanic, whatever hand sign. That's all right. And on that note, let us move on.
Matthew chapter 13. And this is talking about the parable of the sower. So I'm going to go ahead and read to you this parable.
That's going to take a couple of hours.
I'm going to point out to you.
Yes, indeed. He's exhausted by the words of the Lord that he has written down in crayon on a sheet stapled next to his computer screen.
Which parable did he say?
remember,
It
he
sounded
doesn't
like he
want to
said.
read them.
It sounded like he said the parable of the sower. I mean, just watch who you
The
kiss.
sower.
You would never.
The sower, yeah.
Oh, all right, all
Yeah,
right,
the
all
cold,
right.
cold sores
Yeah,
there, or
really,
something
just-
like that. It all depends on what kind of accent he's got in here.
He's got the herpes.
It's got indeed.
Yeah.
Well, you don't need the parable. Just watch who you kiss. All right, moving on.
where the Holy Spirit spoke to me directly when reading this passage and told me who this exactly relates to. I was not even looking for this message while I was reading for it. It was the Holy Spirit speaking to me, revealing it to me, and this was...
Cap, what do you got?
If you're hearing voices, get some help. You should not take advice from voices in your head. That never ends well.
Agreed.
Unless the voice is Pinkie Pie.
Squirrel, what do you got?
Yeah. No, see, here's the problem. He has actually lied to us point blank.
Mm-hmm.
He said he was reading this thing and wasn't looking for something. Yes, in fact, he was. He was looking for what he needed to write his book and make this freaking video.
Indeed.
He knows exactly what he was looking for, but he chooses to lie to us instead.
I'm not sure that this part of the video has anything to do with his book. Right now, he's trying to play prophet of God that one must not speak against for the benefit of AIG.
Okay.
It's still the same problem. He says he's not looking for something, when in fact he was looking he was in fact looking for a very thing.
Yeah.
I was just going to say...
Before I disappear, I'll let you have the floor in a second. I sense a Paul in the chat. This is his fault. He should be in here.
Indeed.
Yeah, I invite him in too.
And I need to point out a thing that some crypto said. It said, and the voices say the Girl Scouts are the Illuminati and should be eaten. You forgot a word in there, crypto. It should be the Girl Scouts cookies.
That makes
Especially
sense.
Thin Mints. Those things are evil. We need to eat them.
All right, Jared, you have something to add?
So, two things. One, this guy's just full of outright bullshit. And two, Cap, hearing voices is not the problem. Replying to them aloud is.
Yeah.
Okay. Hard to argue with that. Yes.
I think we could save time by just doing our drink calls in his pauses.
You're right.
Oh boy, there ain't enough alcohol in the world to cover that.
There certainly is time, though, isn't there? All right. RJ, what have you to add?
Yeah, well, David Last correctly points out that the passages that he has brought up so far has nothing to do with the flat Earth.
Yeah, indeed. Gee, we've never seen that
I
before.
can tell you where the parable of the sowers would be applicable to giving a supposed warning to AIG.
Okay.
And the parable of the sowers is basically they're sowing the truth or the good news, the gospel on these different types of soils, and it only springs up in the best soil, but in the other soils, it withers and dies or gets crowded out and dies. And he'll be giving AIG a warning to not be the bad soil that you sow the truth on and it withers and dies. He wants AIG to be the good soil and listen to this prophet of God's truth.
And I think with flat Earth, we've been soiled a lot already.
All right. Tornado, what do you got?
Interestingly enough, I thought he said Parabolethosaurus.
Okay. All right.
That was a fire-breathing dinosaur there?
You know what's funny? We've sped this guy up a bit, and he doesn't sound any different whatsoever.
No,
Oh,
no,
wait, you
it
did speed him up?
doesn't. It's kind of creepy. It's almost like no matter what you do to the video, in control.
Wait, hold on. Sai, is this from an old VHS tape?
Sai, you know that it means that he actually slowed down around the time that you sped him up.
So it would seem.
Oh fuck! It could be even worse.
Because
Yes.
I'm not noticing any change whatsoever. All right, let's get on with this nonsense. Here we go.
It was over a month ago, so I've been sitting on it for a while. So anyways, here it is, Matthew chapter 13. The same day went Jesus out of the house, and sat by the seaside. And great multitudes were gathered together unto him, so that he went into a ship and sat, and the whole multitude stood on the shore. And he spake many things unto them in parables, saying, Behold, a sower went forth to sow. And when he sowed, some seeds fell by the wayside, and the fowls came and devoured them up. Some fell upon stony places where they had not much earth, and forthwith they sprung up, because they had no deepness.
Sorry, Harris
Of
already
earth.
beat you to that.
All right, Peter, what have you to add?
Sorry, it could just be a language barrier or just my mind. But did he just say the phallus devoured him?
The fowls devoured it.
Yeah.
Devoured them, the
Fowls as in
seeds.
birds ate the
Sorry.
seed.
Yeah, no, he was not eaten. But all right, moving on. Here we go.
Although the birds will have phalluses, but that's a different matter.
I mean, Sai,
It's like a
in
valid
all
duck,
honesty,
isn't it?
I mean, the Bible does talk about rods and stuff a lot, so maybe there is an eating one in there.
Maybe.
But,
Who knows? I think.
Do I need to point out the whole euphemism of washing of one's feet again? I know I've pointed it out on this show before.
I've
I
never
don't
heard that
remember it.
before.
Go ahead.
It's a euphemism for oral sex.
Yeah. All right.
What?
And what about that one thing where the person was well endowed?
Oh yeah, as a donkey and as a horse and had emissions of that of a donkey, or was it
Yeah.
now like a donkey and had the emissions of the horses? I can't.
I'm
even
not sure
think.
this is relevant to anything.
Well,
No, but it's
Peter
Well,
did
nothing
bring
we
up
said so
phallus.
far has been relevant to anything either. So digressing is kind of comes naturally.
Yeah, pretty much. All right, he's right. We probably should stick to the video. Otherwise, we could just talk about penguins for the rest of the night. We'd learn more. All right, moving
I
on.
have penguins on my desktop.
Penguins are cool. All right, moving on.
And when the sun was up, they were scorched, and because they had no root, they withered away. And some fell among thorns, and the thorns sprang up and choked them. And other fell into good ground.
Good
and
God,
brought
he's going to
forth
read the
fruit,
whole damn
some in
1 to
hundredfold,
30, 80.
some 60-fold, some 30-fold. Who hath ears to hear, let him hear. And the disciples came and said unto him, Why speakest thou unto them in parables?
Check
answered and said
convenient
unto
in
them,
the
Because it is
live
given
chat.
unto
I
you
won't
to know-
otherwise mention it.
All right, checking.
Let me look.
Very nice, very nice. All right, moving on. Here we go. And by the way, this guy's just reading to lengthen the video. It's like
It's got 30 verses to go. Good heavens!
Yeah,
At this
it's like
pace,
you know what it
we'll be
is.
at
It's
it
like
all night.
it's like a biblical duvet. That's what it is. It's Eric Dubay from the Bible. All right, moving on.
No.
Except no, except and I'm gonna say it. I'm gonna say it. Except no dress. All right.
Wait, I would almost say that this guy's worse because honestly, Dubé actually has a better tempo to his speech. This guy, holy fucking shit, dude. Beat it the fuck up.
Has a better tempo than
Isn't
he
a
does.
duvet something in your toilet that like flushes you out as you're getting
No,
water?
Not a
that's
bidet.
duvet.
Eric
Oh.
Bidet. Not. It is not Eric Bidet. So,
You have to switch the D and the B there.
But it deals with about the same stuff.
yeah, pretty much.
But
And,
so Jared, I have a question for you.
Well, he had been sitting on it for a while.
Are you saying we need to move on?
Oh, just get to the fucking point.
good idea. All right, here we go. Moving on. We shall. Here we go.
know the mysteries of the kingdom of heaven, but to them it is not given. For whosoever hath, to him shall be given, and he shall have more abundance. But whosoever hath not, from him shall be taken away even that he hath. Therefore
Good, you're
speak
making
I
the
to them
Bible
in parables,
sound boring.
because they seeing see not, and hearing they hear not, neither do they understand. And in them is fulfilled the prophecy of Jesus, which saith, By hearing ye shall hear, and shall not understand, and seeing ye shall see, and shall not perceive. For this people's heart is waxed gross, and their ears are dull of hearing, and their eyes
Wax is
they
pretty
have
gross in
closed,
the ears, yeah.
lest at any time they should see with their eyes, and
Well,
hear
you see,
with their
people in
ears,
biblical
and should
times wore
understand with their
earmuffs a
heart,
lot,
and should be
and they were
converted,
made out of
and
like
I should
yak
heal them.
testicles.
Wait,
So
But
this was
blessed
very,
are your
very
eyes,
difficult
for
for
they
them to
see,
hear through.
and your
Sounds
ears
So you're
for they
perfect.
saying
hear.
they had balls in their
Verily
ears.
I say unto you, that many prophets and righteous men have desired to see those things which ye see, and have not seen them, and to hear those things which ye hear, and have not heard them.
Oh, Jared.
Not a drink, not a drink, but
Okay.
I have to point this out because I agree with it. Another Mr. Unite for the children. I think this guy is one of the sloths who works in the DMV in the animated movie Zootopia.
Yes. Yes.
Oh, that's very possible. Yes.
Hi.
Convenient. Yes.
Except they
The
decided
video.
to read scripture.
I have to point out something convenient said. I'm sorry. Did the panel say this video is sped up? Yes, it is.
Yeah,
sped up
imagine how frightening it would be at regular
Oh,
speed.
And Beach, thank you. Yes, you're quite correct. We're gonna need more beer for this guy.
Paul, he sucks. And just for clarification, I have 2 letters for you. F you.
Yeah,
Oh
just
my.
remove the N from the fun and you have him pegged perfectly.
All right. Let
No,
us.
that's how I feel about Paul right now for giving us this.
Don't make us boot you. All right. Moving on.
Hey, Paul, get in here.
Yeah.
Hear ye
Yeah, come
therefore
on,
the
Paul,
parables of
get
the
in
Son.
here. You're in the damn
Tortured
chat
with
room.
us.
Well, I'm sure he's busy. Otherwise, he would have joined us. And I'm sure if he can, he'll hop right in.
Whoa. Drink.
What?
Look at the screen. I just want
Gray.
Gray.
I'd rather not.
Gray
Okay.
aliens have shown
Wait,
up as
yes,
described in
proof the
Proverbs
graves
in
exist.
somewhere.
It's
The
a close up
graves
of what he's
exist.
been sitting on.
All right. Moving on.
When any one heareth the word of the kingdom, and understandeth it not, then cometh the wicked one, and catcheth away that which was sown in his heart. This is he which receives seed by the wayside. But he that received the seed into stony places, the same is he that heareth the word, and anon with joy
Can't
receiveth
he
it.
at least read the
Yet
scripture
hath
with
he not root
a
in himself,
measure
but
of
dureth for a while.
panache? I
For
mean,
when
where's
tribulation
Billy
or
Graham when you
persecution
need him?
ariseth because of the word,
Dad.
by and by he is offended. He also that received seed among the thorns is he that heareth the word, and the care of this world,
This is a
and
lot
the
of gay sex
deceitfulness
right
of
here.
riches,
I mean,
choke
I
the word,
told you.
and he becometh unfruitful.
Well, when
The
he starts
Bible
stroking
is-
the thorns, then run
receives
for the
seed into the good
exits.
ground is
I
he
mean,
that
I mean,
heareth
it's
the word,
fine. I mean, be
and
gay.
understandeth it,
Embrace
which
your
also
gay.
beareth fruit,
By the
and bringeth forth
wayside.
some an 100-fold, some 60, some 30. So
Oh, panache is a sin, RJ, says Mr. Unite. Ha ha, you haven't visited my neck of the woods.
All right.
I did have. I just saw it. Mr. Unite was asking for a skip.
Okay. Well,
Yeah.
we're
I think this guy, it'd take him long. If he starts reading the entire book of Genesis, we'll be here till December of 2019.
So it would seem. All right.
Yeah.
By the
We're
list.
not. Are we even 5 minutes in?
I don't
Oh,
even think we are.
Yes, we
Oh,
are.
we
we're
are?
making pretty good progress. We're well more than halfway done with this nonsense.
Whee!
Wow.
Well,
We're
halfway,
almost.
that means by the time he's done, he'll be at the end of that damn parable.
Maybe
And,
so.
and again, remember, this is sped up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Indeed.
Yeah.
And all right. Who's
That's the sad thing.
I just want to get past
like
all the receiving seed part.
Okay.
Oh no, you don't, Karis. Alfred.
Well, he's making my gag reflex kick in really bad.
Oh my. All right. And on that note,
Gimson rightly points out that she doesn't remember a word he's just read us. He has so little love for the text that he doesn't deliver it in a way that anyone cares.
Does seem to be the case. All right. All right. Maybe we should. Oh wait, we got some more buzzes. Tornado, do you have something to throw in there?
I can only take so much of this.
I don't think that was exactly my buzz. That was like a minute ago.
True though, isn't it? All right, Cap, what do you got?
I don't think I buzzed. Did
All
I?
right. Good enough. Moving on.
Someone forgot to clear the
end of
history this time.
Parable of the Sower. So when I was reading through that, and again, I was not looking for an answer such as I was given. I was just plainly reading Matthew.
That would explain why I didn't find
And
any.
Matthew 13. I was just reading it, and the Holy Spirit spoke to me and made it so clear. And this was about a month ago again. He made it clear that
was clear.
Answers in Genesis and Creation Ministries International and their leadership and any organization that's operating much in the same way as them. This is what applies to them as far as the parable of the sower.
Guys,
it is
look at the truth
Matthew
of the
13,
matter comment.
Which one? Enlighten me.
It was the one that just started.
I'll read it out here. Wow. That plan is truly perfect. So God sent a meteor to kill the parabola thesaurus so it would stop eating the earth and handed the torch to the turtle elephant Special Olympic team.
Excellent plan.
Nice.
Okay.
I think everyone is running with parabola thesaurus.
So it seems.
And
truth, if you don't have scissors, it's okay.
In truth, know that it's not a snow globe in front of his arm. That's probably the Yeti snowball mic.
Okay.
Alrighty. And
I do have to point one thing out, though.
Okay.
Like I said, I got to give him points here. He's calling AIG out and CMI for being dishonest. Now, if only you could actually get them what they are actually dishonest on.
Yeah, you may give him a point for that, but he's still in the fucking negative.
I'm trying. Hey, since I was disappointed, I figured I'd try and be generous instead of actually expecting evidence from them. Maybe I would be generous and give them a point when they make one, even if they are completely wrong. I'm trying to make up for
I want somebody to open the door so the doorknob hits him in the damn solar plexus down there to kind of goose him up a little.
RJ, the solar plexus is on the other side of his body.
Yeah.
Oh well, maybe in his universe he's different.
Now think about it. Think about the amount of force it would take to get the doorknob to hit the solar plexus. I'm all for it.
You have to go through, except that you have to go through, I think, one of his thoracic vertebrae to get there. And that would be enough to just make him die.
It could also cause some damage to the doorknob, and we wouldn't want that.
No, that would be bad. All right.
It could hit him in the kidney.
Here's one.
Oh.
All right.
Okay, get old Nathan moving again.
No, hang on. Rayrard, a door opening will only hit Matthew on the head.
That's what was going. Rayrard, really?
All right, let's get going, shall we?
Rule number 30 of the Evil Overlord list. Everyone is as dirty-minded as you are.
All right.
I thought this we were on the internet was Rule 34.
Mission accomplished.
All right.
Darn it, Harris.
Moving on. Factard. Absolutely. Moving on. Here we go.
22. He also that receives seed among the thorns is he that heareth the word, and the care of this world, and the deceitfulness of riches, choke the word, and he becometh unfruitful. That right there
Says the one selling your book.
is Answers in Genesis, Ken Ham, Robert Carter, Danny Faulkner, Jonathan Sarfati, Jason, is it Isle? This is you guys right here.
Is reading your
And
new for
while
you,
your
sir?
guys' business,
So let's see. All right, Peter, what have you to add?
Yeah, so I'm just curious about at this point because he's attacking AIG and he's attacking Creation Science International. I don't
Creation Ministries.
Creation Ministries
Yep.
International. So so for some reason he's leaving out Eric Hovind, I think. So
As
yeah,
everyone
I put in another screen cap.
Wait,
Oh,
isn't
no.
Eric Hoven's middle name Matthew?
Well, in that case, just look at the screen cap.
Receiving that seed amongst the thorns and choking that word.
Oh, that's just great, Peter. Thank you very much.
I don't want to know about. I do not want to know about him choking Eric's staff or Eric's stem that might spring up.
Okay, you
That-
know what? I don't know any anymore.
That
What
is.
the hell?
You're welcome. I'll be here all night.
I can't.
And
Jared,
we
actually,
just
you know
lost
what?
the $green sign.
Jared, please tone it down. I want to stay on the stream. I don't want to get moved. We all know it's gonna happen.
All right, RJ, what have you to add?
Oh, I must sing. Truth of the matter is, receiving seed amongst the thorns means chlamydia.
All right.
Chlamydia.
Oh.
Okay, that's good. Let us now.
And yes,
continue.
I am proud of myself.
And here we go.
is over, and it's not going to grow
Is it over?
anymore.
I wish it were.
You have still an opportunity to repent.
Cap, go ahead.
He said that it won't grow anymore. I understand Viagra will take care of that.
No, that only
Ah!
that doesn't make it grow.
If your
Just
revelation
20
lasts
minutes.
4 hours or longer.
By the way, guys, Crypto 457 says perhaps Nathan has Daki Makira of Eric Hovind. I know what that means, and I'm ashamed to.
Okay.
That is the most disturbing sentence I've ever seen. You guys, why?
I just have one thing to say on this.
Yes.
Just one thing. Oh my.
Oh my.
Oh no.
Peter,
Shut up.
Peter, what do you got?
Yeah, I actually buzzed in because of Cap. I mean, just a tiny hint from an old guy, Cap. Don't believe the emails you get in your spam filter.
Viagra does not make it grow. It
No.
keeps it up. It helps you get and maintain an erection. It does not make you grow bigger. Just
That's what a pump is for.
Oh Lord.
Science! Let the science commence. All right.
We must experiment.
Okay. What I was meaning by grow is that it will help you, get blood rush down there to
Okay.
make it appear to grow. It
will
won't
help
get
you reach
bigger
your
than what it
potential.
normally is.
All right. That's this is definitely on topic. All of this, right? I mean,
I'm probably taking this completely out of context, but Factard's comment. We have fire now. You don't have to eat it raw.
okay.
Anyone want to compile all the live chat for our own little version of Proverbs?
Someone having me.
Oh boy, this is
Just wait till we get the Song of Solomon on this channel.
Oh dear.
Oh, that could.
I'm not sure I want to know.
Garrus, are you going to be reading it?
Hey,
Yes.
Sai, we could do a Bible version channel on your a Bible version on your channel.
Do I want to know what that entails?
Reading Song of Solomon.
Okay.
It's not bad. It's only about
Oh,
probably
wonderful
S-rated.
image in that little
Hey.
thing. Speaking of wonderful images, how long more does Mr. Slow Reader have to go to the end of his show?
Less than 4 minutes.
Okay,
Wow,
um,
that would
How
be
many gay jokes
45
did you cram in
hours
that
in
time?
dog years.
Well, we've covered 10 minutes. We've covered
Tornado.
almost 11 minutes already, so we're not doing too bad. We may get through this.
Tornado. Do you want to rephrase that question? How many gay jokes can you cram in there? Are you sure you want to go with that question?
All right.
Cap, you dirty-minded bastard!
Hey,
I got one for Crypto.
it's
I
double
am
penetration.
proud to
that's
admit
cool.
I have a dirty mind.
All right, Squirrel. What have you?
Crypto makes a comment.
Uh
Your air COVID lasts more than 4 hours. Seek immediate medical attention.
huh. All right.
So
That's
I
good.
must ask, why hasn't Kent gone and seek medical attention?
Yeah, that's true. Eric's lasted a long time. Yeah. Okay. Now, have we just not been watching the video and talking about everything else? Because we've only got 11 calls for drink from this video. All I can think of is.
Well, to be
Yeah,
fair, Si,
Proverbs will do that.
to be
Yeah.
fair, Si, all he has been doing for the majority of his video so far is
Pausing.
reading passages from the Bible
Yeah.
extremely slowly
That have
and
nothing to
deliberately.
And he's
anything.
leaving. It's like, and the other thing is, he's left all these jokes open for us. And of course, look at who's on the panel.
Bravo.
All right.
Can you think of a more appropriate straight man for us?
How about we get a straight man? He's not anywhere close to it.
Yeah,
All right,
I was about ready to point that out.
With that,
Break.
All right, Squirrel. What do you got?
The great call is actually on RJ.
Uh
He
oh.
is not a straight man. The straight man is the actual. The straight man is the funny guy. Okay, he is not a straight man. Monkey, completely different sort of creature. It is our job to abuse the shit out of him.
All righty. And so we shall do. Let us move on to see if we can get to the end of
And
this
he
nonsense.
does that in fact direct, and he begs for it directly.
It would be impolite not to accept. Here we go.
I'm sorry.
Yes?
I woke back up when I heard somebody saying that somebody is begging.
I
Moving
really
on.
don't want to see Nathan begging for anything. That could really bring us back to tears.
Moving on.
Hold your head
And
up.
turn your hearts to God. And the thing that I would highly recommend you pray is what I mentioned at the front of this video. And that's Proverbs 30, verses 8 and 9. You need to pray these things over
All
yourselves.
right. And Jared, what have you?
You highly recommend they pray, especially at the beginning of this video. I highly recommend you hurry the fuck up.
Okay, that's not a drink.
That
I was
works.
going to say that, but I also have one thing to say. He talks about giving the heart to God.
Uh-huh.
Is that done with Kali? Kali Ma.
Yeah, that's true, isn't it?
Oh, the Aztecs used to do that an awful lot, but it was very unsanitary.
Indeed. That's see, I was all right, forget it. No, I'm not making that.
Wait, Tao. That guy has the charisma of a garbage truck. That is insulting to all garbage trucks.
Garbage trucks, yes. At least they have an aroma around it. We don't even get the benefit of a smutty smell. Instead, we get this boring mass of proverbs put out at the speed of paint drying.
No, RJ, I've seen paint dry quicker than his reading.
Indeed. All right, moving on. Here we go.
And that is, remove far from me vanity and lies. Give me neither poverty nor riches. Feed me with food convenient for me, lest I be
I
full.
wonder if he has a vanity
Nice.
in his
Green.
mother's bathroom there.
Cap, what do you got?
Asked and answered.
You bet.
Hypocrisy.
I'm down with that. Here we go. All right.
And say, who is the Lord? Or lest I be poor and steal and take the name of God, of my God.
So
in
we
vain.
get to read it twice.
You guys have an opportunity to repent. Your business, it's done. It's not going to grow anymore.
Nope.
Drink.
All right. Okay, Jared, what do you got?
If it's not going to grow anymore, you might have a problem. You might want pills
He
for
might
that.
need the
Certainly with
Viagra.
putting his seed around the thorns.
Oh.
All right, Peter.
You might want to consider finding somewhere a little softer.
Yeah, that may be his problem because he's too concerned. If you're trying to plant your seed in the thorn all the time, this could be very, very dangerous. You have to do it with enormous care. That could account for some of his bilious manner.
Agreed.
It might account for some of his sores.
Yes, that's true.
Yeah.
All right, Peter, what have you to add?
Yeah. Oh, so this guy actually achieved something no one else has achieved so far. He has me reading the Bible, and since he just said it doesn't grow anymore, I'd like to read a little bit from the Bible, if that's possible.
Go right ahead.
So,
Everyone,
okay.
please arise.
Like a lily among the thorns, so is my darling among the maidens. Like an apple tree among the trees of the forest, so is my beloved among the young men. In his shade I took delight and sat down, and his fruit was sweet to my taste. Song of Solomon 2:3.
Okay then.
Look up.
And does anyone doubt me anymore when I say that there is a fuck ton of sex and sexual innuendos in the Bible?
Oh, yes.
most
The
definitely.
breasts are like pomegranates, all that kind of
Hey,
stuff. Yeah, it's.
You might have missed a certain thread in Twitter where Karis and I bombarded Jackson Wheat with verses in a conversation Jackson Wheat had with a Christian. We never heard of the Christian again
Yeah.
for some reason.
He burst into flames shortly thereafter.
Hey, Peter.
Yeah.
Karis isn't on Twitter.
Ah. Okay.
No, but Karis helped me out with the verses.
Oh,
Karis is my. Oh, this is going to sound
And was
bad.
even
Karis-
Jackson
I can't say Karis is my right hand in finding sexual verses in the Bible. That sounds bad. Sorry.
Oh, where is this show
Sorry.
going?
No, just admit it. She's your muse.
There you go.
But Jared, I do
Does
have
this
to point
poor
to
guy-
something. Go ahead, RJ.
Oh, you should see
Does
some of
Nathan
our
look like somebody
DMs.
just stole his ass?
Yeah, but Jared, since you did bring up about how can people doubt that, but it can't have all the sex and stuff in there. Remember, it's a book for the children to read.
Oh yes.
Yeah, and
I'm
there's
waiting for the
there's
musical.
also how much death, gore, and genocide in there too.
Yeah, it's
Including the
literally
murder of children.
literally the Bible makes Game of Thrones look G-rated. There's no other way to put it.
Yeah, you know what? That is a very good comparison.
Yeah.
No,
I don't
no,
remember who it was that I heard
no.
make that originally, but I've stolen it since. It's because it's so true.
Cap,
And
you're
I
saying
think
it
Game
wrong.
of Thrones is way behind the Bible on the collections of foreskins.
Yes. No. Daenerys.
Hey.
Daenerys
I'm pretty sure there's less incest in Game of Thrones too.
RJ.
Mhm.
Daenerys Targaryen collected baskets of dicks.
Oh, damn it! There we go. Well, clearly, the author was inspired by the Old Testament.
It was in the books, though, not in the movie.
I was just about to point that out, that was a book occurrence. They didn't put it in the show because, well, how many guys would keep watching the show if they found out that one of their main drawing points
Now,
wanted to castrate
don't you
them?
think the Game of Thrones basket of foreskins would really do well on eBay?
Yeah. And I'll just say this though, about with God and the foreskins. I mean, he only does that because, well, he needs to get a little bit ahead in life.
Okay.
Have you noticed how we're trying to delay Nathan continuing?
Wait.
Bad gap.
Hannah Anderson, 50 Shades of Solomon.
but no,
Or
RJ.
doorknob head, Bible burn, go suck a basket of dicks.
Aren't you being a little hard on him?
Oh.
Okay, RJ, but I do have to respond to your thing about us stalling. Are you trying to say we're just trying to draw this out as long as possible?
Oh
Well,
my.
if we really wanted that, all we need to do is to let him talk at normal speed.
Pretty much. Peter, you have buzzed. What do you got?
Yeah, I want to throw in since we're talking foreskins, I want to throw in a little unknown fact, and that is that we can pretty much establish that Jesus had axolotl genes, since the Catholic Church has at least 9 foreskins of Jesus, so they seem to grow back on him.
Oh, yeah, that's quite amazing. Well, there was enough pieces of the true cross to build an ark.
Yes.
I just want one tiny piece of video of someone going up to Jesus and telling him it's that time of the week again. He needs to get shaved.
Wait,
Well, to be
Imagine.
fair, if we do
Peter-
ever have an absolute piece of video of Jesus, I think we can put that up on Amazing Home Videos.
yeah.
Probably.
Sure.
All right.
Peter, you said it's that time of week. Don't you mean it's that time of month?
Right. Oh, NA, thank you. Look at that. Let's see.
Yay, Nana.
Indeed. Let's see. Who was next?
You've had a couple of those in the evening show. Bravo.
Indeed. Thank you very much.
Oh, convenient. All
wait,
foreskins were
wait a
removed
minute,
with
wait a
Occam's
minute,
razor.
we need to read out convenient. All foreskins were removed with Occam's razor.
Okay. Well done. All right. Let's see. I think we're all right. Yeah,
We're going to have to continue with Nathan.
Yeah.
I had one to comment on earlier. It was to read out Crypto's comment from a little bit ago now.
Okay.
I'm not sure how many of you will get this, but the Bible, the original Bible Black.
Nice.
What?
I like it.
I'm thinking that's an Orange is the New Black reference, but I'm not sure.
No.
Oh,
Not even close.
I've never seen Orange is the New Black, so I can't say. I was just guessing. Then I don't get the reference.
Like I said, I'm not sure how many of you guys will get it, but
I don't.
All right. Now you all have some homework for next week, don't you? All right.
Yes.
On that
Oh
note.
no.
Sai, if you do that homework, you're going to have to prepare to bleach your brain, probably.
Oh, yeah. Well.
It depends on how far into the series you go.
That's
This
true.
guy is going to turn me into Orphan Red.
What do you mean by that?
All right.
Wait. X or regular top Orphan Red?
What?
The deep cut V-neck version of Orphan Red or the new version of Orphan Red?
She has discovered modesty.
Yeah.
And with or without the straps.
All right.
Hey,
Straps or strap-ons?
All right, that's enough.
I'm surrounded by perverts.
All right, I think RJ has buzzed in.
I've heard of power-ons, but never.
I think, guys, I think we need another topic because I'm looking at the buzzer and we're talking about foreskins and Orphan Red in a V-neck, and all I see in the buzzer is squirrel has joined, squirrel has left, squirrel has joined, squirrel has left. I think he's trying to point something out.
However, I think we jumped to RJ. Did you have something to throw in there?
Yes. I have figured out why he does not stand up.
Okay.
Because his T-shirt says, Bible says flat earth, T-shirt says I'm stupid.
No, RJ. He doesn't stand up because he just doesn't have a leg to stand on.
Oh, okay. So hit play, you're saying. Okay.
Yeah.
Yes.
So again, I didn't want to have to deliver that message, but
Oh,
fact,
we
when
wanted
I
you to, but I was
revealed
forced
it to me a month
into it
ago,
by the Spirit.
I tried to just ignore it because
It came up
it
all
was
in me.
it's a bit overwhelming
God.
that he would speak to me so clearly on this matter. But yeah, you guys need to repent of your error on the account of the biblical cosmology. You guys are proclaiming a heresy.
Wait.
Ooh.
Did I miss it? Did I miss it? What that he quoted said flat Earth? Anything?
Yeah.
Nothing.
None of it.
Nothing.
You get a drink just for
There
that.
are things in the Bible that say flat Earth, but
Yeah.
none of the things that he quoted do.
He didn't
So this is
bother.
not even wrong.
Yeah, most definitely.
Even by his own frame, it's not even wrong.
Well, at least we understand why he didn't want to deliver that message. There was no message. That's
Yeah.
really not much to deliver there. All right, moving on.
Literally a heresy, which is leading so many away from the Creator, the God of the Bible. You guys are causing confusion.
Drink.
There's no unity.
All right, Cap.
I get your beat. Yeah, it's not AIG and the biblical flat earth that's leading people away from the so-called creator. It's people who actually read your fucked up holy book.
Ah, all right.
Can you imagine his dinner time prayers going on?
Everybody starves.
There's no hope of a hot meal in that household.
Nope.
None.
I don't know. Hey, Jared, I don't know. According to this guy, Jared might have some hot sausages.
Okay, and on that note, Jared,
Wait,
you have something?
Wait, depending on who said that.
I'm
is-
sorry, Jared, Matt. I was looking at your name when I said I've been saying Matthew has it. Sorry,
Oh, okay.
I'm sorry. I'm just my brain is not here today.
Yeah, and by the way, sorry, my buzz, my drink call.
Yes.
It was exactly what Cap said.
Okay, that's good.
Yeah.
And RJ.
In my defense, my brain was already shy. I dealt with a flat earther before coming in.
Oh, that's rough.
Oh.
So you're getting hit
Yeah.
twice. That's. I apologize.
Yeah.
You know what? We will withhold. Any booting for what's fair. 10 minutes. You got a free ride for 10 minutes, Cap.
Okay.
All right, RJ. Did you have something to add?
I don't know.
Yes.
Free ride.
Yeah, who's kept writing?
All right. RJ.
A Beachade has been wondering about Nathan's communication skills with the Almighty and says he's got the Sky Daddy on speed dial, huh?
Lovely. All right, and Squirrel's out. Karis, what do you got?
So I was wondering if, in the midst of all these pauses, did he lengthen his video to the point when he gets an extra ad?
I think that's what he's going for. What
Or an
other...
extra.
Yes. All right. Well, the good news is we're down to less than 2 minutes of nonsense from this fellow. And
Pelagia says automobiles are causing confusion among the buggy whip salesmen.
Peter, what do you got?
Yeah, I think we should get this guy his own church and try and get as many Christians in that church as possible. Because if he starts a Sunday service before it ends, it's already Sunday again, and we won't have any Christians bugging us again because they're not getting out of church anytime soon.
I agree with that.
I think it's better if we have the church in that room and get as many of the Christians into that room. We could have a nice a religious reprise of the scene from the Night at the Opera.
Okay.
Oh, Marx Brothers can't beat it.
And here we go.
Within Christians, true unity, if it's not centered around God's word. And your guys' truth that you have been pushing for so long, while it seems as though the initial intent was good, it's run its course and it's exposed as to being a complete...
Tornado, what do you got?
What truth is he talking about? The truth of the actual round Earth? Or is he ever going to get to the point of the Bible saying that the Earth is flat?
He doesn't seem to have made any references yet. Maybe he's saving it for the last 10 seconds. Who knows?
And like he's going to blurt something out really quick.
I'm guessing that. I'm guessing that he's assuming that that they have heard the message that the Earth is flat and that they're rejecting it, and this is his general call for them to heed the truth. That's what I'm thinking.
Well, what an inspiring noodle he is.
RJ, you were saying about him blurting something out very quick. There are some people who can blurt stuff out very quickly out of themselves.
Well,
Again-
now we're back to that damn seed in the thorns again. You know,
Yeah.
this is
There's
just.
also certain conditions that can help with that too.
Yeah.
Mhm.
All right, Squirrel. What save us? What have you?
I'm not sure how much I can save you, but I thought I'd let you know that my internet connection is actually what my problem's been. It's going all weird and wonky for no reason I can think of. I think what's going on here is that it's actually affecting a doofball here, and we need to get him over with so I can have my internet back.
Okay, it may very well be.
Do you realize how frightening it sounded when you said, "Oh, crocker squirrel, save us"?
Yes, indeed. All right. Well, we have a very little of this fellow left. So, Peter, you have something to add, sir?
Peter's been raptured.
Oh my, he
Oh
buzzed.
my goodness. We killed Peter.
You bastards! All right.
Yeah. Doorknob head
Oh,
said
okay,
Mike
sorry,
Pence is
I'm
hacking
back.
Squirrel.
I
Peter's
had
back.
I had myself muted and forgot to unmute. So I think I figured it out.
Okay.
Because we haven't got to the flat Earth part yet, but
Right.
with all the sexual innuendo that he has put into this video so far, I'm guessing we're going to have a flat Earth ejaculation at the end.
It could be. Could very well be. But again, like as was mentioned earlier, not very quickly.
Hey, that actually makes perfect sense. A flat Earth ejaculation. That's how volcanoes work. It's the flat Earth being happy.
Careful.
But it
And
won't
it-
look
And it would be a nice segue to his next video about the flood.
Careful, Cap.
Water
the
sports
10
for
minutes
the win, right?
The 10 minutes are almost up, Cap. Careful. Karis, I see you've buzzed. Please proceed.
I am waiting to hear what he says is the ultimatum part, because his title is Final Warning, and this whole time he has been acting like somebody's about to die.
Yeah, and if the final warning, what the hell happened to two verbal and one written?
Got
All
my
right.
dog run over by a truck look on his face all the way through this.
He's just not a happy guy. I thought if you're a
Well-
Bible thumper, you're supposed to be happy all the time. He just doesn't seem to be a happy guy.
Okay, let's remember he is sitting on Matthew, and what does it say in Leviticus about what he should and should not be doing with his special friend?
I see.
Oh, you're a cold, cold man.
Is that more than Oniism stuff, huh?
Am I wrong?
No.
Necrophilia now?
Rapture interruptus? I don't think so. I will tell you right now, Fino, that's not the way that came across when I read it the first time.
All right. Where the hell is
yeah,
Hill? Where's
I
Hill?
want to know what the disaster is that he thinks is impending, because this acting like he's reluctantly preaching destruction from the Lord and saying it's their final warning. He's, I want to see if he mentions what is about to happen to them.
Well, he's got a minute and 20 seconds to do so. So hopefully he will, and we'll get some education here. All right, here we go.
Waste of time, as far as evolution is concerned.
What?
That argument is no longer an argument. All of the materials you guys have created, unfortunately, are of no use.
Frank,
Squirrel.
what the fuck argument is he talking about evolution? Why is that not an argument?
I'm not sure.
Because he's an incoherent git.
Kenny's keeps going on about evolution when the problem, of course, when the actual problem is something more banal, for lack of a better term. Just wow.
I was
Dude,
kind of
stupid.
Yeah, I was kind of
Not
caught
even
unaware.
wrong.
Yeah, I was kind of caught by surprise by that one. He was babbling on about one subject, and then suddenly evolution. What the hell? Get to the flat Earth stuff you promised. All right, Tornado. I see you have something to add. What do you got?
Well, considering he just said that evolution is fake, I'd like to point him to possibly the fact that we have observed these changes. If evolution were fake, then honestly, Charles Darwin would have been punched out a long time ago.
Uh,
All right, Cap, what do you got?
I actually bumped it, but I do have one thing to add on to what Tornado said.
Okay.
Tornado, Darwin, he was punched out a long time ago. I think he was punched out before the 1900s.
All right. And on that note, Jared, what do you got?
This is for NANA.
Okay.
Do-do-do-do. Do-do-do-do-do.
Yes.
Uh-oh, copyright strike.
Actually, if they try and copyright strike you, they can't do that. They really can't, and that's because it is how they call that
Cover.
Oh, a horrible
custom
parody.
cover.
It's fair use.
Fair use.
Maybe. All right. Well, we'll see what happens. But
It's a final countdown.
Well, we get 8 bars before we're even at risk anyway.
Oh, fair point. Hang on, let me pull up the sheet music, see how far we can go.
you get 8 bars. All right.
More than enough. Thank you. Let's carry on.
Carrying on.
Back of this guy, so we can actually do something that can actually be attacked properly.
All right, here we go.
For the most part, if anything, if you're doing any type of teaching on the design of the Earth, the creation story, it's all false. You guys have got to throw that stuff away.
Drink?
Jared.
Drink? Did I just hear him say, based on the creation story, you can throw it all out? Why, yes, I would agree with your statement. Based on the creation story, yes, throw it all out. Get rid of it.
Yeah.
Oh, wait, that's not what he meant. Fuck.
But it's what he said. He said, throw it all out. Remember? He did say that. So, nice catch. Tornado, what do you got?
I'm sorry, did you just say that we should that the creation story is false?
Yeah, that was pretty much it. Absolutely. And again,
what?
that we should throw it all out. So,
dude, it's like, hello, dude. Can you be any more forwards? And then all of a sudden, slamming the reverse on the transmission and then hitting the gas. Can
yeah.
you do that any faster, please?
I didn't do anything else fast, I guess.
Faster.
Karen!
Oh,
all right, Peter. Peter, what do you got?
I am so.
Would say, watch out, because I'm all riled up tonight.
I am so glad you're back.
Okay, that was actually okay. I gotta point that that was a damn good Orphan Red.
No, that was a better Orphan Red.
Yeah.
To the original Orphan Red.
Indeed.
Yes.
Peter, you have something to add?
Yeah, I just wanted to notice that truth of the matter just put in the chat something that I've been struggling with all the time. This video has been playing. He wants to scream, "Calm down!" And I might add, if Karis keeps talking, we might use that phrase on most of the panel tonight. Just saying.
But Karis, you kept saying, he needs to get faster and faster. I thought that, you're supposed to be slow and steady.
No, you got to change it up. You got to go back and forth.
Okay, yeah, true, good point.
All right. And where the hell is Hill? Somebody go get Hill. We need somebody to say. We need Hill to say, science. Isn't this supposed to be a science channel? Remember that's what
we're learning.
Hey,
biology is science.
Yeah, this is science.
Science. All right, there we go.
I kill you.
Take it off your website. You have to make a public statement and say you guys have got it wrong.
All right, well, tell us what's right, please.
You've got it wrong.
I just hate to be
tell
in your
you,
situation right
you've
now.
got it wrong.
But you guys have a choice to make.
Tell me what I need to do to make it right, Garrus.
For your own benefit. I hope that you'll humble
red
yourselves
in my head.
and pray. Proverbs 30.
Uh-oh.
30, chapter 30, verses 8 and 9 over yourselves. And humbly submit yourself to God's will.
I don't want to know about putting proverbs all over yourself.
Drink.
Yeah, I was
Yeah,
thinking the
just
same
rubbing
thing.
all those proverbs
Drink.
all over yourself, right up to the nipples.
All right,
Drink.
Tornado. And first off, let me tell you, Tornado, I don't need to pause because believe it or not, that's where this is the end. That's the end, right
Wait,
there.
that's where it
Not
goes.
even end credits.
Right
Holy
where you
moly,
said
what?
right, Tornado.
pathetic.
Right where you said pause. That's where it ended. So we didn't need to pause. It's all yours. What do you got?
So he's, from what I just heard, in the last 10 seconds is the creation story is false.
Right.
Take it down from your website.
Yes, exactly. That's
So, I'm sorry. We went from, oh yeah, the creation story is perfectly true, to the creation story is false. Take it down from your website in the span of 10 seconds. My goodness, that reversal is so fast. It's like he just went backwards so fast that he just went backwards so fast that the police car that was just chasing him saw him go backwards with trails of fire. And the policeman said, "What the fuck was that?"
pretty
so
much. That seems to be
I
the
was
case.
just looking at the chat.
Yeah.
Lucifer Almighty said apparently Celebrate Truth is having a Flat Earth hangout.
Really
Yeah,
interesting.
I don't know if you want to try out some fun with that one.
You know, we've done live feeds, commenting on live feeds before. It never really turned out well. Well, maybe we'll wait. You know what? Maybe we'll wait till it's done and recorded, and then we can attack it in the usual way.
But we back it up for archival purposes.
Yes,
Yes.
we've.
Or is that what the girl does with the guy?
Oh my!
All right.
Nathan failed to give us an ultimatum.
Or
You
biblical.
You mean he lied in his title?
Or biblical references pointing to a flat Earth. He didn't seem to mention any of those.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm really sick of doing Orphan Rag.
Good. I'm sick of listening to it.
I was going to ask. I was going to ask Kara, since he didn't give us an ultimatum, are you giving us one?
It's called Move On.
We can't move on. That's it. There's no more in this
That's
video.
the end of the movie.
There's no
Yeah.
more. No mas.
Oh,
No
are we
mas
just doing an
video.
hour or so show tonight, or are we going with number two?
Never has one pulled so little out of so little and took so long.
Agree. All right. Shall we see what else we have on here? Let's see what we have.
I think we should give him a couple of points for at the end at least stating something that we can agree with, that the creation story is wrong and it should be pulled down from the website. He needs to have at least some points for that.
Yeah, really. Get a T-shirt that says that.
Yeah.
All right.
Wait,
So
he is getting points by us not calling drink further on him and then beating him with the empty bottles.
okay, that worked.
Not really.
Let's
It's
move
because
on
he
to the next feature.
He wasn't saying anything for us to call drink on.
No, he was not. All right, talk amongst yourselves while I reset the counter for the next.
I need to point out that this last screen that we have up here points to the fact that sitting on Matthew was kind of satisfactory for him.
Oh,
Well, that's
he
better
lo-
than
he-
sitting on John.
Just like any gay Christian fundamentalist, they both love and hate themselves at the same time.
Yeah.
All right.
Well, I mean, I don't see what the problem is. I mean, Jesus hung around with 12 other dudes. I mean,
They can't handle that kind of truth.
there was no one around, and they spent time in the desert. What do you think they were doing?
With one female prostitute.
Yeah.
There is reason to think that he actually had a thing going on with, who was it, Paul?
No.
Whichever one he was closest with.
It was John.
John.
It was the one that Jesus loved.
Well, I mean, Judas did just freaking walk up right in front of God and everybody and kiss Jesus right on the lips. I wonder if there was some tongue involved.
Wow. And keep in mind, Judas was also a jealous lover.
Yeah.
Why else would he turn him in for so little of a payment?
Right.
Yeah.
Who, Joseph?
No, Judas.
Judas.
Judas Iscariot.
Alrighty. Well, now that we're done
And
with
on that lofty note,
really, and I remind you, none of this time do we get back.
yeah, that's
No,
yes. Well,
I'm just
but we
glad
do
you
have a much
Time
deeper understanding of Proverbs, don't we?
Oh yeah, a nice.
Oh, totally.
much
Yeah,
deeper.
No.
Much
Ooh.
deeper.
How
Yes,
deep?
put it in even deeper. Let's get even deeper into Proverbs. Deeper, deeper. Yes, yes.
Well,
Please
well,
stop.
I mean, RJ, from what I from all I know, it seems that the more you go deeper, the more God is referenced.
Oh yeah.
I think we need to have a look at Rayrard in the chat, because he came up with a church function that would actually work. A proselyte.
What?
Nice.
Okay. All right. Now, is it this?
Sorry. I read something from Havoc, and I just that was involuntary.
I keep forgetting that Paul is actually in the chat.
We should blame him for this. You know what? That's it. Paul is to blame for all of these comments.
Blame Canada.
And in honor of that, a boot cap.
Hey,
Absolutely.
RJ, I thought I was your friend.
That's why we're booting you. We want you to remain friends. Okay. Our next fabulous production.
Oh my God, there's more.
Actually, you know what? I wonder if we should do these a piece at a time.
But is it
Much
fabulous?
more.
To keep it under the 2 hour, because YouTube screws up the processing and everyone sees the last half first. Maybe we should kill this stream and restart. Does anyone want to? Actually, you know what? That's a good question. Has that damaged you guys enough that you really don't want to do another video tonight?
I want to do another video tonight.
I'm a little bit raw.
Okay,
I want to do another one just because I'm bored.
Okay, all right.
I'll take it easier, Karis.
Thank you, Jared.
I was about ready to say, maybe you should slow down a bit and maybe get that extra lube out.
Okay, and
Why?
And with that, have a good night, everyone.
Have a good night, everybody. We'll see you next week. All right. To break it up, let's kill it and restart it. Everybody, remain seated. We're gonna kill this one, and we'll.
But Sai, I can't remain seated. I don't have anyone named Matthew.
Keep your Proverbs in an
Oh, you've
upright
had
condition.
too much Matthew already.
Hey, I can't help it. Matthew is tall, good looking, and muscular.
And looks like a pony.
Of course, I know there are no ponies named Matthew. So
I was just about to ask if he had a ponytail, but you beat me to it.
He stays off screen. He keeps them all ready.
It's his cutie mark.
Oh boy, man! So you did not want monetization, right?
All right,
we're fucking terrible, but this is awesome.
hey, Jared. In our defense, we haven't had Karis here in a while. We got to make up for lost time.
Yeah, but all at once like this. Come on now.
Sigh, I'm only getting started.
I don't know about everybody else, but I can go more than once.
Sai, Karis is a big girl. She can take it all.
Alrighty.
Oh.
Take it all. Dude, I dish out.
This is.
All right, I didn't sign up for that. You'll have to get one of the others for that aspect.
And
Cap, I may need to warn you. When Karis is really going, she might break you.
Oh,
all right.
That sounds like a fun time to me.
I'm fine.
No, you won't be. No, you won't be.
You know what's really not fair? Nobody watching really got to appreciate the wonder of Peter's screen cap / creation.
Oh, I haven't even looked
True.
at
Oh, I
that.
haven't.
I haven't either.
Maybe
Oh,
we should
no.
share this with the larger world. As a matter
Yeah.
of fact,
Oh,
let's
no.
do that now.
Yeah, share it with the larger world.
That is Matthew.
Oh, dear.
That is
Now, I just have a question. I just have a question. Where's Luke, John, and Mark?
So we now know that Matthew is the pseudonym.
Yeah.
Okay, then.
Wasn't that fun? All right. On that note, why don't we wrap it up and we'll start a new stream with the new video just to keep it under that 2-hour processing.
With all this sexual innuendo,
I'm
do
gonna
you
switch
really
headphones.
want to
Be
start
right
a
back.
new stream?
Well, no,
Fine.
that's what I was saying. Do you guys want to start do another video or hold it off till next week? You guys call it. I'm
No,
good.
we might as well.
I'm saying, with all this sexual innuendo, do you really want to start a new stream?
We can't
Oh.
process.
Hey, Peter. It's only bad if the stream is not as powerful as earlier.
Well, just don't cross the streams. Everything will be fine. Squirrel, you have buzz?
Yes, I have buzz. I've tried to get a deeper buzz going here, but I can't. We don't have more video.
There we go. Got better headphones.
Okay.
Got to get a better buzz on now.
All right. So, what's the serious answer? Are we continuing, or are we going to pick it up next week?
Yes, start continuing.
Continue.
I'm okay. I don't care. I don't care either way.
I want to keep going. It's only
All right.
11 o'clock here.
All right.
I'm
Everybody
game.
says go. Go. It shall.
Sai,
Yeah, Peter.
you have one of the patrons in the chat saying that you need to put on another video, so I don't think you can even refuse.
Okay, I had not looked at the public chat. Thank you for bringing that to my attention. We shall certainly do exactly that. All right.
You can have everyone hate me, and we do Jaredism's video.
No. If we do that, I'm stepping on your dick.
Well,
What? There's something where I just want to make sure I heard correctly.
you heard that right.
No, you heard me.
You heard what
You
he
heard-
said.
Everybody else did too.
And he said,
I-
all right.
Yeah, I'm not into that.
Well, guess what? That's just your face and get put it like a man.
Okay. What? Wait a minute. What was that last part?
Wait.
I'm a pony.
I think we're
Karis?
losing Croc.
Karis,
I'm a pony.
Karis, we found out who you can give it to hard. Cap, saddle up.
All right. Let's bring this one to a close, and we will restart a new stream. No jokes. We will restart a new stream.
Careful.
What? What, Cap? What? What could you
Just gonna-
possibly
okay.
have now?
Careful,
What?
Jared,
What do you have now? What?
I was just gonna say, careful. I buck.
Oh, okay. All right.
Okay.
We got that out.
We're running
There.
out of that 30-second warning, folks.
Good
all
fucking
right.
God.
So we're gonna we're just under 2 hours, so we'll call a close to this one, and we will restart the stream in a few minutes with a brand new video that you'll all hate just as much as we do.
Yay!
Right. But in case people only watch, you know what? We ought to bring on the pug anyway, just for a little bit, not the whole thing, but people should have a decent closing. Here we
Just
go.
a tip.
Say,
Yes, well, it's a plug.
just a tip. All right. First off, I will not screw this up this week. We are going to return speed to normal because it's disrespectful to Buster the Atheist Pug.
Indeed, to the pug. Yeah, the other
Indeed.
jerk is going there, but the pug has respect.
Absolutely. Here we go. Good night, all. We'll see you all in a couple of minutes. Here we go.
Stick around for part 2.
It has been quite the return for you, Karis.
Yeah. I just wish someone would have told me we were on air before I made that comment. I thought you were off.